Hey, welcome back to the Comix Wellspring live drawing show, Spilled Ink, where we're spilling the ink and spilling the tea. And of course, we are on the road to IC3 right now. So exciting. We've had so many cool, amazing guests leading up to the show in March. And tonight is one of the biggest, jammiest, most cosmic, epic nights that's going to be wild and insane. We're doing things we've never done before. It'll be, the most, I don't know. I'm hyped. I'm too excited. So, of course, I'm your host, Brandon Bloxdorf, and with me is my amazing co-host, as always, Max Flowers. Hello, Max.
Hello.
And we have a cosmic group with us right now. A returning champion over here is Mr. Eli Schwab.
Hey, yo. How's it going, y'all?
Hello. So excited that you're here, and we have so much of your crew right now. You may have just seen the interview with him on Inspired Inc., Mr. Chris Anderson.
Hello.
Oh, dude, I love that sculpt. That's so cool. So hyped to have you with us, Chris.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
Great combo. And I keep on seeing what you're doing in the background, like on pre-shows, and it's so exciting. Like, so rad. Just seeing your art is astonishing. And also a newcomer to our, little Thursday night hangout, Mr. John Burkett. Dude, hello. I'm so hyped.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey, John.
Hello.
Yeah, hey, thanks for inviting me along. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, dude, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see you do what you do. I was just looking at Pharaoh Star, and it looks epic, dude. I need to get a copy. I can't wait to see you there.
Oh, thanks so much.
And so we're going to do something a little interesting tonight. We're writing off instant prompts, but we're all going to draw each other's characters from our own series. So I made a little spinner wheel online. And now I'm going to have to make a physical one because Chris Anderson told me to. So we are going to, I'm just going to screen share real fast. And I'm going to start with Eli. I'm going to spin it, and it's going to land on someone, and that's who you're going to draw tonight. Ooh, it looks like you're gonna do Bubbles, Max Flowers creation.
All right, here we go.
All right.
The forever blowing.
Sounds like we got a crowd.
And we have we'll have Max go next since his was picked. Let's do Max. You are going to go and have Chris Anderson. Something seems off.
Go.
I'm going to send you some images right now. Just give me one moment to do that he sent us. And Chris, you are going to be drawn. Let's find out. Oh, you're going to be doing the Cosmic Lion tonight.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's exciting. And Eli. Wait, Eli, you already went.
Yeah, I already went. I'm doing Max.
Yeah, All right. So John. We're going to see. Let's do John. All right, let's do John.
Okay.
All right. Ooh. Love it. You're going to be doing Cosmic Cat. Rick Lopez is going to be showing up. He's on Rick Lopez time. We all know how that works.
Okay.
So we'll just give him just a little bit. And I guess, dude, I'm going to be drawing Pharaoh Star. I'm hyped. I'm kind of excited. That's the one I was really excited for. So sweet. We all sent each other some references of each other's books, and so we're sending Max what Chris had sent us. Should be hitting your phone any second, Max.
Right back.
Awesome. Stop sharing here. All right. Well, now we have our homework assignments. We have some people popping in too. Aaron Papa saying, "Hey, y'all."
Erwin, what up?
What's happening?
Let's see here. Who else do we got? We have Manny Gomez. What's up?
Oh, Manny.
Oh, hey, Manny.
Anaheim Steamroller.
And we have William Ibanez. Always fun to hear from him. Thanks for coming tonight. So what's up, everybody? And we have Manny says chilling, doing some writing, watching y'all. Dude, he's like, yeah, I miss Rick. I know we miss Rick. He'll pop in right now. I'm gonna bug him again.
Do we miss Rick?
Mini comics. Hell yeah.
I love Rick.
Dude, yeah, mini comics, that's a chore, I swear. I actually just made my first mini comic. I'm so excited to dish it out. And in fact, I have it right here. Check this out. I made a thing. So hyped about it. So yeah. So it was really cool. This is technically my first comic I've ever drawn.
Whoa. Congratulations.
Cool.
Nice, dude.
So I'm pretty hyped about that. Sweet. So, IC3. Gosh, it's like a little less than 2 months now.
It could be like a superhero team that's made up of like Iceman and other Frosty characters. The IC3, you know what I mean?
The
That would
IC3.
be amazing.
I'm super excited, dude. I don't know if anyone else is getting the hype.
Oh.
I was actually planning some flights right before I got on and trying to get everything situated. And my girlfriend's got a conference. She does archaeology. She's got like an archaeology conference in Baltimore. So it's like all converging, and it's gonna be a truly amazing adventure this year. With so much more represented, so much more, I don't know, just bigger. It just grew so much in 1 year that I don't even, that my memory that I have of it, it's not even what it's going to be. It's going to be
Dude, yeah.
that
honestly.
plus.
Man,
Remember
that was
how
like
fun to like drink and draw was, dude? We were all just like, there was like piles of sketchbooks everywhere, piles of comics everywhere. Everyone was mixing it up. Like, it's going to be that times 10, dude.
Yeah.
yeah. Honestly, dude, that's where I met Chris for the first time. I think was IC2.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we were just awkwardly hanging out at the bar, and everyone was just partying, and we were just like, "What's up?" And we were just like talked about Star Wars for like an hour.
I think the thing we need to remember this year is that moderate Friday night and then go crazy on Saturday night, which I didn't do last year. I went crazy on Friday, and then I was having a hard time keeping up with Matt's bottle of liquor. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, yeah, I was. Yeah, that was. I really, gosh, I don't remember Saturday night.
There you go, dude.
I remember Saturday. CeeLo work. What's up, everyone? And everyone's just popping into the chat. We got about just hyped, just super hyped. Everyone's so excited. That's what all the chat is just hypeness going on right now.
I'm so excited. I just might take speed pills and write a song and sing a song about how excited I am, and then end it in tears, saying, "I'm so scared." Stay by the Bell, anyone? I'm so excited. That's the second time in 2 days I've made that reference, and I'm not sad about it.
All right, let's move on. Amazing, Eli. Sorry, I was concentrating. I'm trying to get done.
Oh, yeah, Manny says the hot chicken. We got to get hot. Well, it's right. The hotel's right across from Popeyes, and Popeyes has truly come a long way in their wing sauces, shaken, delightful. There's some new treats we can expect at Popeyes for sure.
If you guys go to Popeyes, I will personally kick your asses. There's so much good food there.
Oh, that's true. I even on CBS's Sunday Morning, which my parents are always telling me about, they just did a big thing about New Haven pizza.
Oh, really?
And last year, only me and Rocco went out and got New Haven pizza. But this year, we need to make sure and get I can't remember what they're called, like pips and flips or New Haven person is gonna be pissed at me, but they have these names,
Dude, yeah, that sounds hype. I had pizza last time I was there because I was starving, and I know Matt had ordered everyone pizza, but I never got any of it.
Hey, don't even get me started on that pizza, dude. That was a thing. I think that was a Rocco thing. He was pissed. Well, I think the pizza was for the A guests.
Oh, I guess
your Jim Lawsons and your Ken Lane Graffs and stuff.
Well,
Artie Murphy
feel
says
pretty
you gotta
special
get
then.
Pepe's or Sally's. He's in that
Pepe's,
area.
Yeah.
Pepe's.
Or Sally's. I think we had Pepe's last time, and we got there and there was no one there. But when we left, there was this humongous line, down the street type shit.
Oh wow, that's sick. I don't know. I got some dope vegan pizza when I was there, so I definitely will get that again.
Dude, I've been eating like almost vegan now for the last few months because
Oh, really?
cholesterol scare. If I'm being real with the
Yeah.
listeners, you know.
Well,
So
you know,
I've been
when you're
doing
on the nothing but meat diet for like 8 years, that'll do it.
Yeah, guys, if you do keto and you're about to be 40, you really need to think about your cholesterol. I learned it the hard way.
This is some entertaining shit right here.
So I started with my blue line. You know, I like to really rough stuff out in blue line first.
I'm still looking up reference imagery. Sorry, I've been kind of in the background, just scrolling through the interwebs.
Chris,
Yep,
are you
that's
good
what I
on
was doing
stuff?
too. Trying to figure out what kind of
Yeah,
pose I want for this.
exactly. That took me a moment too. Yeah.
Seems like the doorway is a big thing, Max, in your book, especially
Yep.
in the reference you sent me. I'm starting with this kind of rectangular doorway image.
There's always doorways, always, and characters in doorways mean that something's about to happen.
I even just Google searched foreboding doorway.
Foreboding doorway.
I'm not sure I got what I wanted out of it. But.
Dude, yeah, IC3 last year. I would just like, I wasn't working for Comix Wellspring. I was contracts, and I was just doing the podcast for a bit. And I just went there and I just did a bunch of random live videos to be like, you guys should hire me. And and I was bumming off the LKC table.
Yeah.
And now, dude, Apollo's gonna have a whole little. We have like 11 of our creators there, which is insane to even think that we have like creators. Yeah, we have a little welcome to Apollo City thing we're trying to set up. So I'm so excited to see so much of the team that I haven't. Dude, the guy that runs Apollo with me, Alex Batts, like we're gonna meet for the first time. It is insane. I'm so excited.
That's awesome, dude. You guys got more than we do. You guys have your own island over there.
Yeah, Matt's gonna try to give us like a little corner. Like,
Yeah, I think it's about the same as us now that I think about it. But that's awesome, dude.
Yeah,
we need to team up more often, dude.
Yeah, dude, Apollo just grew really fast. It's crazy. We're launching like 3 books at the show, just coincidentally. We have this comic Kills Fascists. We have a music anthology. We have now I have the mini comic. It's a story me and my girlfriend are working on, and Max is going to be doing the art for it. And then we're doing a little stoner put together thing that Rick Lopez is part of too, actually.
Is this Comics Kills Fascists like a Woody Guthrie thing, or just like a anti-fascism in general?
Yeah, I mean, little mixture of both. It was just inspired by all of that, and so we had a bunch of people write essays or make a comic or a story, and just put together some really cool art. And so it came out bigger than we thought, but it's a cool little black and white book. It's a lot of resources too that we wanted to give people. So it's pretty sweet. I'm really proud of it. Yeah, I can't wait to show it to you guys. It came out awesome. Oh, and then we're doing the High Adventures of Weed Wizard and Bong Boy. It's gonna have a cool foil poster that we're trying to put together. I'm so excited because that project's finally coming to life.
Oh, is that the rainbow foil that's now on sale at Comix Wellspring? GrecoPrinting.comicswellspring.com.
It is indeed.
Huge
Or there's a
plug.
link in the bio.
Sick.
Where you could also
that link
purchase.
in the bio, guys.
You could also purchase our new blue line paper made for comic book artists that I use every week here on Spilled. I'm super hyped. This blue line paper is awesome. We've been getting great reviews from a lot of creators.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's like $25 for 24 sheets, so it's pretty.
Wow.
Yeah, it's cost efficient. I think we're gonna give everyone samples at IC3 actually.
Oh, that's great. Because I was just thinking to myself that how much I hate. All of a sudden, I don't know why. If it's me, or if it's the paper, or if it's
you,
the pen, probably me. But all of a sudden, I feel like my paper is just soaking up way too much ink, and it's like, spreading, and it doesn't normally do that.
So tell me about the
Yeah, dude,
duo
I can't
line
wait.
paper, dude. It's like this kind of like what they call Bristol board as well, or it's like a drawing paper, or
It's a 100-pound paper. Let me see. If
in
I can
11 by
pull it.
17.
Yeah, 11 by 17s. Yeah,
Is it smooth or is it vellum? Is it?
it's really smooth. Actually, I feel like it's like really smooth. It has
What do you
enough
talk
grit to
about
it
as
to
far
have
as
a
teeth,
little.
dude? It's got a bit of a tooth to it.
Nah, I wouldn't say it's very toothy in that
Not very
sense. You
toothy.
know what I mean? It's real nice. It's real smooth. It gives just enough roughness to know like you get that papery feel and that grind a little bit. But it absorbs inks real well. Doesn't bleed.
Nice.
Yeah, I love it. It's fun. It's fun stuff. Fun stuff. We're gonna be doing a lot of more products for creators too, so I'm pretty excited about that.
That's great. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the show this year. I mean, it was such a huge success last year, and you know, the one thing that I was like sort of bummed. Well, it's a me thing. But the one thing I was kind of bummed about was that I didn't walk around, and I totally could have. I could have taken a little time to walk around and look at other people's stuff, but I stayed at my table the whole time. And I'm just glad that this time that there's a little bit more, Friday stuff going on where we can take a look at other people's work before the guests come in and all that stuff.
Oh
Tell me
yeah.
again, so there's like there's stuff going on Friday, like stuff for the creator. Excuse me, stuff for the creators. Like there's a few panels, right? Heather Antos or some of the bigger creators.
There's like a bunch of I mean, I think
And
I'm
it's
on
more
one
like
too.
publishers and editors like Heather Antos to give like the creators a bit more of a like there isn't that the kind of thing that Matt wanted to do, like Fridays for the creators and Saturdays for the public or something.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
That's pretty awesome, man. That's not something that for me I can think of any other con does at all, where it provides something, and maybe it's because ours focuses so much on the up and coming creator. That's awesome, man. That's so cool.
Yeah, I think that's a really like any other quote unquote convention that you have. If you have like a dental convention, it's a bunch of dentists going to learn about the dental hygiene industry and the latest things. And like
Right.
comic conventions are the absolute opposite of that, where you're not only are you not learning anything about the industry that you are working in, you are not even get out of your seat because you're selling your shit to a bunch of people. It's not really a convention, it's just sort of a word that got planted onto it. And this is actually doing something proactive to help creators grow and get knowledge about what's going on in the industry and tips and tricks. And I think it's just absolutely something that was missing from a lot of conventions. Because if as a working creator, if you're tabling, if there is a panel that seems interesting and has editors that you might want to go and talk to on it, you can't go to it because you can't leave your table for that amount of time.
You have to you try to land the panels that you want to see. You have to be on those panels. That's what I try to do, is try to guest on the panel I want to be in, so I can catch that panel and and it's cool that I'm on it. But I just wanted to see it in general.
Yeah.
Yo, Erwin saying IC3 West Coast.
Yeah.
Tell you what, dude, we are working on that for sure.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely.
There's some
working
talks. Have you guys interacted? Well, you guys have. You guys have interacted with Comic Art fans and everything they're doing. They're doing a lot of really good stuff for indie creators. They have a lot of good things for indie in mind. And they're actually, they've pretty much owned most of IC3 now because of recent updates that you can read upon on their website. But yeah, with this kind of merger, good things are on the horizon. We did a really
Yeah.
good interview with the CEO of Comic Art Fans. So great
You did?
stuff, man.
You did, Brandon?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, it just came out. Sorry,
Is
I'm
it the guy
focusing
that
so hard.
is it? Wait, who's the guy with the long hair that does like all the live videos? Is he the owner, or that's who you're talking about?
The
And
live
then there's
videos. I talked to Casper. He's the. I
oh,
don't. He
that's who
doesn't
we
have long
talked
hair.
to. We
Yeah.
talked to that one time. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to focus when I said this thing. Yeah, we had the interview with Casper was great, dude. He's
awesome.
such a good guy, and he has such good intentions for the indie community.
And people are always like, "Oh, these guys aren't even like real fans," but it's like that's not the case with this at all. Like those guys,
Yeah.
they own so much original art. They love the shit. They're down. They're like, they have every nerd question down, and they have all the business questions down. That's like so comforting.
Yeah, dude, and they're just trying to get indie people attention and opportunities and chances. Like that's so.
Oh, and they launched the app today. I signed up, or I logged into the app today, the Comic Art Fans app.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. I used to have just a bookmark on my homepage, but now you can search Cosmic Space Lion on the new thing. Oh, what's up? Shannon's here. Southeastern U.S. Maybe.
Hey.
They could do like mini cons, IC3 mini con at colleges, have a couple creators go out to the, like on the college circuit,
great.
like comedians used to do, tours from colleges, me and you, Brandon, and bring,
Dude, I'd be down.
Dude, I'm pitching stuff already.
Yeah, right. I'm super down for this. Let's do it.
I mean, that's basically, isn't that how Stan grew the popularity of Marvel, is by hitting up colleges?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Hunter Thompson did that too.
Days.
He did a lot of college speaking appearances.
I figured out the pose. Right,
that's how you build a network, the college audiences. Your favorite punk bands.
May just be onto something there.
Yeah. Dude, Brandon, let's pitch it.
Dude, I'm down. Yeah, I would love that.
Pitch it like we're Nolan Ryan up in this piece. Max, can you describe your character for me for a second? Like, are these characters alive or dead? Or
they're alive. They're young adult, like emo scene kids trapped in a San Francisco motel room filled with black mold.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. But you do some exaggeration on the features, like these. I'm looking at these eyes.
Right. It's kind of like a throwback to like the old like MySpace emo drawings. I don't know if you've seen them, but it's like everybody is like essentially a stick figure with these like big open eyes with like heavy eye bags on them and like exaggerated hair and very like thin exaggerated features and stuff.
Love it. Sweet.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude. It's kind of like, I did maybe those kind of drawings come out of Johnny the Homicidal Maniac and that type.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Got some Boognish style hair here. I'm big on that band Ween. Of course, I talk about it all the time. But
yeah, and the horns aren't actually horns. They're a callback to like the 70s punk hairstyle where they'd spike them up in horns and dye them. And that was like the crazy thing to do at the time.
Got it. Thank you. Guys, let me know in the chat if my camera starts slipping down. I just noticed that I'm like half off cam.
And you're not wearing pants?
That's also true.
All right.
Dude, I completely quit jeans, if I'm honest with everyone in the thing. I only wear sweatpants.
I pretty much have to.
If you're
my wife asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and I was like, just sweatpants. Just give me a bunch of sweatpants.
Oh man, they make jean sweatpants now, basically like elastic waistband, stretchy material, but look like jeans. I got a couple of those when my lady wants me to look cool.
That's amazing.
We are old. Tell me you're old without telling me you're old. Here's what you do. You talk about sweatpants and try to quote TikTok, and it doesn't work.
Cholesterol and keto.
Oh, dude. John coming out of nowhere with a hot burn.
People are going to be like, oh my God, did you guys see that hot new show?
Old guys draw.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, so I had a colonoscopy the other day. Guess I'm Southern now.
It sounds like This Old House or something, you know?
Yeah.
This Old House art version.
Hey, John, why don't you tell me a little bit and the audience about Pharaoh Star?
Well, what would you like to know? It's kind of my love letter to all the sci-fi stuff that I liked, whether it's comics or movies or. So when I started it, it was just, well, essentially it was like, okay, I thought a long time about wanting to make a comic, and I wanted to just get going on it. And I thought, well, what are the cool things that I really want to draw? And it kept coming up sci-fi for me. So, I just said, well, I want to draw, mutants. I want to draw spaceships, and I want to draw, everything that I loved watching movies and reading comics about my favorite sci-fi stories. So that's where it came from. And at the same time, sort of teaching myself, what I felt I needed to know to tell a good story. So, and I just kind of kept it rolling.
Oh, dude, sick, dude. I get like a lot of cool like 70s vibes, of course, like heavy metal and such. And I don't know, I've been reading like a lot of like those old Elric, Michael Moorcock comics lately, and this is like along those lines of those like 70s vibes,
Yeah, I think at the time I was drawing it, I was looking at a lot of 2000 AD, obviously, but also old EC comics.
Yeah.
I really liked the black and white aesthetic, and I liked artists who could really handle themselves well just drawing in black and white. And since I really hadn't really figured out if or how I wanted to do color for the comic, I said, well, I'll stick to what I really like looking at, and so that was kind of my inspiration.
That's awesome.
You nailed the style, dude. We're always talking about, like, to me, it throws back to like Dreadstar, Jim Starlin's Dreadstar. That's something I loved, and that's like what I feel from that book, dude.
Thanks. Cool. Actually, that's one that I haven't checked out.
No way, John. See, that's insane because like, it evokes it in such a way, and I think there's like a cat character, like Brandon.
Yeah,
I love it down. Dreadstar.
In Dreadstar, yeah, it's Jim Starlin's like original kind of like create your own book.
Yeah, I just read it a couple of years ago for the first time, and it's a lot of fun. You'll love it.
Chris, isn't there like there's like an original like kind of like Marvel graphic novel, and then it went to Epic for like some issues, right?
Yeah, and then it bounced like all over the place, I think, for a while.
Oh, did it?
I think so. He's coming back too. There was like a Kickstarter, I think, a couple last year.
Yeah, I think I backed it. I saw him downtown when I was living downtown here one time. I think San Francisco or Los Angeles Comic-Con was going on, and I was walking to this restaurant, and he came like out of the walkway, and I basically like bumped into him, Jim Starlin, and I was like, dude. I was like, Thanos, right? And he's like, right?
That's cool.
I always try to like do something like that. Like one time I ran into Todd McFarlane very similar way at New York Comic Con, and I was like, "Spawn, huh?" And he's like, "You know it." Die. What's his impression? Is so funny. That what's his name did Liefeld.
I met Todd McFarlane.
What's something feels off about
Something seems off.
Seems off.
It was originally serialized in heavy metal, and it is just sort of. It started out with a single like 8 or 12 page story that was just called Off, and it was about these little creatures sort of invading, showing up and taking over people's bodies. And then it was just about the propaganda that was, it was told basically through newspaper headlines and radio and stuff, and news pundits and stuff like that. But then you're watching it happen as it was going on. And then I got requests to do more from them, so I expanded it and told the story of a girl who kind of goes into their land, and then just was able to play with I wanted to make heavy metal feel heavy metal again, and so I was just kind of evoking Mobius and Drulé and things like that, and just creating this weird fantastic land, and I made it entirely silent, almost entirely silent, I should say. And it was supposed to go for 12 issues. It ran for 9 before they folded, and then I got the rights back, and now we're in plans to finish it and get it out there.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, definitely what I was picking up was like the Mobius sci-fi strange world where we don't understand a thing, but it's so captivating,
Yeah, it was fun. I was able to bring a lot of characters that I created, and the weirdness that you create in high school and things like that. I was able to bring them back and just drop them into the land because it just made so much sense.
Are you finishing it through the new heavy metal, or are you finishing it self-published? Or
yeah, no, I'm not finishing it through the new heavy metal. I am supposed to be doing something else for the new heavy metal, but not this one, because I fought pretty hard to get it back because they didn't know what the last owners kind of just didn't know what they were going to do with it. It seemed like it was just going to go away. And so I fought pretty hard to get my rights back for it. And then when the new heavy metal came back, I was like, no, I'm keeping this. Let's do something new.
Good.
That's sick. Love that, dude.
Maybe there's some sort of anthology coming from Cosmic Line Productions soon that, tries to embody heavy metal with like a slice of Deadline, maybe perhaps, a little bit of a horror edge, and you might find a home.
Hey.
And you heard it here first. That may or may not be a thing.
Ooh.
Lucy.
Speaking of super scary comics, don't forget to check out Apollo City Comics is launching our found footage anthology in February. Super hyped to
nice,
be teaming up with Jay Louder on that, and it has a great Teenage Babylon story in it too. Actually, I'm super excited. Tanner Ogle. But yeah, that's our 4th anthology. Well, I guess it's like our 6th, but like our 4th big one. But yeah, another Kickstarter. Here we go.
There you go, dude. Kickstarters. We're doing the Frankie Boy Monster one right now, and don't let anyone ever make you think that they're easy. They're really not. No. It's really like a tough thing, dude.
It's very tough. Dude, like, just making the pages tough. Like, I'm over it.
Dude, I agree. Like, it's truly a lot of work. And then pushing it for an entire month.
Dude, it's so much energy and stress. Just
Aaron
refreshing.
You're down. Yeah, dude. You guys do it a lot too. I think how many, because you're still working with lesser known too, right?
I mean, yeah, they're like our like parent company, but we're pretty independent in that sense. You know what I mean? It's different offices completely.
So how many like successful Kickstarters have you? Oh shit! So have you guys done so far? Because it's a lot.
Gosh, a lot. Wait, let me just look
Yeah.
at it.
Oh,
I can't even count it. I'm too focused and my brain's fried. It's like a long work day today. You know what I mean?
Brandon,
I know.
I hear you,
Let me
dude.
see.
We're
here.
going to the Roxy tonight. LA's legendary Roxy.
Ooh,
Is there a
amazing.
band plan? What are you going to
Well,
see?
it's it's interesting because me and my lady have this like different times when we're off and on, like working a lot. So we're kind of in this place where my lady is like has planned a lot of shows, and it's like we're doing like her shows right now, which is so cool because it's not a jam band, I'll tell you that. So it's a indie hip hop lady called Dua Selah, Duaselah. I don't even know her at all. Tanisha, that's my lady. She's been taking me to a lot of different stuff, and so it's just I saw way too many jam band shows, and to see like just a whole fresh new audience, I like love it. And to go see like the Roxy, it's like I'm a huge Zappa fan, and for me, Roxy and Elsewhere is this like amazing favorite album. So like going to like where that happened.
That's sick.
Yo,
Chris,
Chris, you trying to go to the Robbie Krieger's doing the last Saturday of every month for the next 5 months at the Whiskey A Go Go, performing a different Doors album every night.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah, dude. I'm trying to.
He taught me how to play Light My Fire because I.
Shut up, dude.
Yeah, I used to. Actually, it was like in the span of like 3 months. So when I first moved to LA, my job was cleaning aquariums.
Dude, like Deuce Bigelow.
Yeah, I was. Like before. This is before that Deuce Bigelow.
Was it saltwater or freshwater?
I mean, both.
Both.
And was it before all male gigolos or just Deuce Bigelow?
Yeah, just before I changed the industry. But one of the clients, he was one of the clients, and I told him that I played and stuff, and he was like, "What do you play?" I was like, "Oh, guitar, and I write." And he was like, "Oh, come on, when you're done with that, come on over." And we jammed for a little bit, and he taught me how to play it. And then like a month later or so, I was at Ray Manzarek's place, and then
oh my god,
the same thing happened.
Does it hurt to flex this hard? Because I'm like crying. That's sick.
Man, when you live in this crazy town for 27 years, you got stories,
Especially on the music scene like you were.
Oh,
yeah.
That's it, dude.
That is so sick.
Oh, so all right. So Apollo had 7 Kickstarters, but we have 12 releases. I can't remember how many we actually kickstarted and what we just pre-ordered and whatnot. But yeah.
Sorry, say it again.
7 Kickstarters and 12 releases.
Hell yeah! There you go.
Yeah.
Dude, that's killer, dude.
It's been busy.
See, I have my fair share of crazy stories from the Orange County punk scene, which is the Los Angeles little brother. Like it's.
Well, isn't that where the Los Bros Hernandez kind of like hang out?
Yeah.
They're on the
Yeah, but the kids down there got nothing better to do but put on shows and wreak havoc on society. So it's pretty fun. There are shows in gutters, shows in the mountains where you just bring a generator out, shows in backyards.
I've done a show like that before.
It'd be like parents' backyards, and then it would be a nice, beautiful lawn when we show up, and by the time we're gone, it's just like a dirt lot. It's just a circle of dirt.
Hey guys, where's tonight's show? It's in the gutter.
Yeah.
Be there. Was there like a single gutter, or were there like various gutters that were like?
I tried not to go to the gutter shows, but Yeah, it was crazy. Some
Oh,
kid,
man.
some kid
Yeah.
went down the street and brought back a toaster, and like a ratty old used toaster out of the dump, and just like threw that into the circle pit. Somebody drug a used mattress out, which I don't even know where they found that.
Oh, that sounds sanitary.
Wow.
Yeah. And then all the kids would roll on it.
Then
they'd
everybody went home with bed bugs.
yeah,
You
it'd be in the
can't
middle
put
of the circle
to
pit,
pass
and somebody would
sanitary
come
now.
out and dive bomb the mattress and roll out on the other side and try not to get slammed.
That's hilarious, dude. Manny's saying he used to do shows in the Everglades. That seems
that's
like a
wild,
crazy
dude.
place.
Oh, yeah.
How many
Abandoned
people
I've done
got
a
eaten by
show-
alligators?
I've done a show at an abandoned house too. That's wild. I thought that was like
Yeah.
the sketchiest thing we ever did one time. I've done one of the mountains before with a generator as well. My leg won't come.
The generator shows are awesome.
We had a weird experience with ours, but it was like in Silver City, New Mexico, and I'm not gonna lie, there's like some weird people in Silver City, New Mexico. So
There were plenty of weird people in Orange County too.
there's a lot of
A different
lot of
kind of
meth.
weird, I think.
A lot of meth in Silver City, New Mexico.
Yeah.
So you had a sick party, is what you're saying. Huh?
Dude, these people like this. It is really weird. It is a really weird story, but like this, like family wanted us to go to their house and whatnot, and like we didn't want to because we thought that was weird, and we're only like 3 hours away from home, you know. But yeah, they wanted us to go over, and they were saying like, oh, but whatever you do, you know, just do it off the premises, you know, because we're on probation for meth, but it's all good. We're all great, you know what I mean? Like we're just like, you're not selling this very well, like at all. Like
Probation for
we don't
meth
wanna do-
doesn't sound great.
Yeah. Yeah, it was weird. It was a weird night, but it was a cool show though. It was fun. Got to be loud. I always
this
loved like hearing.
backup music, dude.
Oh, dude, yeah, we do this lo-fi in the background because there's always those awkward moments where everybody's focusing, and then you're just like,
Like the
can't
one
do
I just
this.
tried to fill.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard, dude. Drawing, and
Yeah, no, it is.
doesn't matter how many. I love seeing people stumble, and I love getting to that spot where it does get quiet because you're just like, it's kind of just hilarious. It happens every
Well, I have to
episode. We
walk
always
away
win.
for a second.
You had to, Chris?
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Oh.
So what
Where
else
the
is
heck
going
are
on with
my
the
pens?
Cosmic Lion? So Eli, you know, I'm sure you've heard about it and you've talked about it, but you know, I'm sure people are also a little curious. Like, how does this diamond situation affect you?
Oh, well.
Does it affect you?
Yeah, I
Is
mean,
it-
100%. I'll tell you, you know, there's this thing here in the U.S. where people are, you know, we'll say felon in chief is trying to impose these like tariffs. And so, you know, I tried to like, you know, make an educated decision. Like the tariffs are coming and, you know, I need all
The
these books
tariffs
for
are coming.
diamonds. Let's try to like put this big order in with my overseas printer. You didn't hear me say that, Brandon, with my, don't tell the Comix Wellspring overlords I said overseas printer.
All right, I'll get you back one day.
Okay.
I will find you.
Well, yeah. So like, I put an order in for like 12 books from this printer, you know, to try to get it all in for Diamond coming up, and so that's gonna be like a few months. You know, that's like say if it's 3 months, 4 books a month is how math works, and so now I don't know, like, because they're saying 3 months, we don't even know what's gonna happen. You know, or it's like in 3 months, if there's not a choice or not a buyer, you know, they kind of gave us this thing like 3 months business as usual, and then, you know, ... I hope I'm not speaking out of like class here or whatever, but I'm fairly certain that that's what I saw as a distributor. It could be, I saw that they put out different messages to distributors or, people like myself, publishers and stores. So I'm not sure. I think, my rep was like, I can neither comment nor, he was very cagey,
Yeah.
I just don't think people know. I mean, and it's affecting us because, I really put a lot into that as far as, distribution.
Getting on there.
Yeah, and a reason to like print a bunch of books, perhaps take on new talent, talk to people about the next steps, issue 3, issue 4, and
Yeah.
there was a lot of people last year that I said hit me back next year, and we'll see because we're going to be taking on a bunch more books, and now I'm starting to have to tell people like, like I can't think about it.
Oh, wow.
Like I need to try to see like what's happening here before I promise anything else, or so it's put a bit of
Strain on you.
Yeah, I would say strain, but I wouldn't say it's like stopped me or made me be like, oh,
No.
did I make the right choice or whatever.
No, but it's just how do you work around it? You know what I mean? Of course, yeah.
So it's it's got me thinking of what would we do if we lost our this distribution model? How would we band together? How can we work together with other independent publishers moving forward to try to see if there's something that we can all think of that is better? Because even the diamond model wasn't great for indie publishers. So like is there something that a few indie publishers could band together and figure out to make it all better?
Yeah. Necessity is the mother of invention, right?
That's right. Frank Zappa and Necessity, they both have a pretty good handle on it all now. But you're right, dude. Like, there's got to be something that can be learned from this because people are like, oh, we need to go back to the way it was, and I'm like, well, couldn't we do better or something? Like,
well, that obviously didn't work very well.
I mean, I guess it did for some time, but COVID hurt them in a way that they weren't able to get back from. But we hope that the comic book industry can. And as independent publishers and creators, I think we have a lot on us right now to try to be like, what can we do for the business? Like, is the future us, or is the future 30 Spider-Man titles and 30 Batman titles? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it can be both.
It's probably gonna be, but hey, give the indies though. Like let's have a indie Spider-Man book every month, and then or something.
Dude, imagine how well that would probably do. Like,
I think it would be sick, and I think it's kind of what these like black, white, and red, white, and green, whatever have been, which is really cool. That gives a lot of people the opportunity to get in there and draw Deadpool, or they did Electro and they did Turtles now.
Yeah, that's true. But more of those opportunities. I mean, it's still such a tight knit thing. But I mean, there's so much in terms of sales and how that happens, and finding the audience. And I think that's the hardest part, even as you get bigger, because your audience isn't just like friends and family and just local people and that small growth as like probably like closer to the level where Apollo's at. But like you guys are having to sell to stores. Like that's your audience. That's who you're trying to appeal to. To get your stuff really flowing in. That's such a different approach you guys got to take on how you do things.
Because then you have to think like, do I want my books to be for them, or do I want my books to be for the creator who has this idea that could be the next Spidey or Deadpool, or you never know. Like there's room. We either do James Bond 30, or we could do like Ghost Agents 1, or something.
Well, right? Seems like it would seem to me that the healthiest thing to do would be to do both.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because, you know, like, look at Fantagraphics, who's putting out all this, you know, really great, interesting stuff, but the thing that keeps the doors open is Donald Duck or whatever, you know?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah, or the Peanuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I recently heard the story of the guy who played Charlie Brown in all the Peanuts cartoons. His story is like very tragic.
Really?
Yeah, he got like super addicted to drugs and then tried to do like
What?
anti-drug stuff. And
What?
I only heard it in conjecture from my cousin. I think that'd be an interesting story to check out. Oh my god, am I straight wrong? Does anyone know? Yeah, sound off in the comments.
Wait a minute.
Oh man, that is wild. That's just like finding Charlie Brown was like the biggest like drug addict and was just had a secret life. I mean, I get it. He was picked on. You know what I mean? Like that football really gives you some
Peter
PTSD.
Robbins, I think, is his name.
Oh wow.
Well,
Oh yeah,
Charlie Brown is cool.
Probation violations, drinking alcohol. Oh, he had bipolar and paranoid schizophrenia too, which is so hard.
Yeah, that's a
rough.
cocktail. I was gonna say Charlie Brown is cool. Charlie Brown did drugs, so drugs are cool, right?
Right.
Dude, he was taken in by Homeland Security in California in 2013 with 4 felony counts of making a threat to cause death.
I wonder if he was just pardoned.
Did the felon in chief just pardon Charlie Brown?
There's a comic.
Oh my god.
There's a comic.
Oh, I love that.
Dude, life is crazier than anything we could make up for these comics.
You couldn't use Charlie Brown, but you can use original Popeye, I guess now, right? Or Steamboat.
Yeah, right.
So does that mean that Popeye's Chicken is going to start bringing Popeye back, or?
Oh.
They better.
It has to be the original Popeye, though, the one that didn't get his power from spinach.
Right, yeah, can't have spinach involved.
What did he get his power from? Do you remember? Anybody remember?
Betty
no.
Boop? I do know first appearance of Popeye is in a Betty Boop cartoon.
No.
Yeah.
Well, maybe on screen. Yeah.
He was a comic first by E.C. Seeger?
Yeah.
Let's test that out. So the comic is what's in the
Public domain, yeah.
Oh,
you're right,
okay,
yeah.
interesting.
January 17th, only a few days ago, in 1929, King Features debuted a strip called Thimble Theater. And that featured Popeye. Oh, Thimble Theater was later renamed Popeye.
Yeah, because he was so popular, I think, right?
But maybe, oh yeah, I think you're right that he did first appear on screen with Betty Boop.
I mean, of course I'm right. Who are you talking to here?
Were those Max Fleischer, or was that before Max
There's
Fleischer?
more Fleischer, yeah. I think I actually went to Popeye's like 90th birthday celebration here in town.
What?
Yeah, it had
That's wild.
what's his name? They had new prints of the original Popeyes. That's how I knew this fact. And then they had what's his name? The guy who did SpongeBob's voice has a band here.
Oh,
man.
Kenny something. Kenny.
Yeah, Tom
Yeah.
Kenny.
Tom
Yeah.
Kenny.
Yeah. And it was at this animation studio that did like Pee-wee animation and did like some other stuff. It was so cool. And all the set break music was, you guessed it, Ween. And I was so psyched because Ween like inspired SpongeBob, by like a lot. The Mollusk, and they do Ocean Man on the soundtrack and stuff.
Oh man.
Ocean Man.
Yeah, what's his name? Tom Kenny.
Yeah, Tom Kenny.
Yeah, he's hilarious. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Shakes the Clown, a classic.
Yeah.
but he plays the villain in that. Binky the Clown, I think is his name.
And he was on Mr. Show too.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like as an an actor. Regular.
Yeah, he was like one of the featured players on Mr. Show, basically.
Yeah.
He lived down the street from me here, and all the kids at Halloween would go to his door and make him do the voice.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
He seems like one of those dudes that like loves being
like like he's genuine, super genuine, I'm sure. Dude, voice actors, like honestly, like sometimes they're just like the most cherished people, like more than anything. Like look at Kevin Conroy, you know what I mean? Like that dude touched hearts so intensely, like so many souls. And
Billy
voiced
West too, man. He's been so many.
Yep. Yeah, they have a large presence at a lot of conventions too. Like I'm going to be doing one here in Portland this weekend, and it seems like the majority of the celebrities are either video game or animation or voice actors.
That's awesome. Did you ever see that movie Comic Book the Movie back in the day?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
There was like all of the voice actors were in that movie because it was Mark Hamill's movie, and he's most known for being a voice actor.
Yeah.
He didn't have many other jobs, did he? He never drank like a strange milk from a strange animal and made a strange face, and it's all be like, "Does this movie suck?"
I think that was the best part about like talking to Chris the first time was that we were just like we have the same views on like Star Wars movies. We were just like kind of just hating the new ones, and we were just like praising everything we love about the classics and whatnot. Like it was great. Although like I do enjoy the prequels because I grew up in that generation, and I do enjoy them. In fact, I was just playing Jedi Power Battles right before we jumped on the stream because it was re-released. I don't know if you guys ever remember that PS1 game, but Jedi Power Battles was dope. I'm so hyped to try that.
Is it like a fighting game or like a racing game or
no? It's like it's a episode 1 game, and you get to play as like Plo Koon, Darth Maul, Obi-Wan. I forget the other.
Wait, who's Plo Koon?
Jedi. Plo Koon's the guy with the orange lightsaber. Yeah, it's the orange guy.
He's got like a funny mask. He's an alien with a funny mask.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know that.
Dude, yeah, I was so hyped to like play as him. Like, just memories, childhood memories. So excited. Anyways, I don't know why I started.
I had already moved to LA when the first one came out, I think.
Do you remember like the wave of like insanity that there might have been during that time?
Yeah.
Yeah, Plo Koon, I see him now. Yeah, what purpose did that mask serve? He can't breathe our air.
I guess so.
I think he actually comes from the water. So he breathes water.
Well, that's cool.
But I think that's just a guess. I'm not 100% on that.
Yeah, anybody in the comments want to tell us about Plo Koon, the Jedi?
Yo, sound off in the comment section, bro. Tell us about Plo Koon.
Jedi Power Battles, anyone? Yeah. But dude, I remember playing this game, and I sucked at it so much as a kid, and I always had to stop at the Coruscant level because I couldn't jump. I was really bad at jumping. I'm still bad at jumping in video games, but I never got better at it. I'd always want my brother to do it, so I want to do it. I think it's kind of good. I don't know. Like, I feel like I'd get sucked in, maybe, you know? I didn't play video games, so I do all this stuff now.
We just got a PlayStation VR for Hawkimus, and it's been pretty fun. There's a Star Wars for that I haven't got into yet. Honestly, we've been playing this game called it's brand new. I think it was brand new for PS5 VR.
Oh, really?
Can't remember what it's called. But I was playing mostly Job Generator, which was crazy.
What's that? You work in a factory and make cogs all day?
There's like 5 different levels. One is you're a clerk at a convenience store.
Oh my god,
One
I
is
hate
you're a
it so
chef.
much.
One you're at an office. One you're an auto mechanic. I think maybe it's only those. But it was so awesome. Like I chose chef, and you know, it's really like orders come in, make them, and that's it.
Oh, hey, you know you can actually make money playing that game?
Oh shit!
It's called Real Life.
Ah, damn! I had no idea.
No, just get a job flipping burgers. You're like, it's just like that game, dude.
Dude, it was pretty fun. I mean, because you do stuff like cook it really shitty and burn stuff up, and you know, throw
you can do that in real life too.
Faces, yeah, hell yeah, you can. It's really fun. You know, I was like following all the rules, and Tanisha's like throwing stuff and just looking around, and you know, in the office they'll like give you a file and be like, can you do this, and you know, you problem solve. She just throw the files right back at their faces and then have to, you know, restart because you need that like thing in there
because you gotta do your job. Like
you gotta do your job. Yeah, dude, it was fun, man. So that shit was fun.
Cool.
But there's a Ghostbusters, but now I found that there's a Twin Peaks VR that you have to have a different system for. Yeah. You need I guess it's on Steam, but you need like the whatever other system, other headset.
Cool.
What's it called? Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, that would be sick though. It might be too scary.
I'll get it just for that, dude. Like,
dude, there was a Twilight Zone thing that Tanisha started, and at the beginning of the game, they like asked her like, you know, we need to test out the voice to text thing. Can you say these few, you know, quotes? And I was like, oh, I'm scared. I'm going to get you. I'm coming after you. And it just seemed kind of like, you know, we weren't paying attention at first. And then she like got too scared and she made me play the game. And it turned out that the villain like used her voice so that it would come and like bounce out of these like corners. And it was her voice, like a little bit muffled, being like, I'm gonna get you. And it was just like, it was nightmare fuel.
Oh my gosh, dude.
So frightening.
Insane.
Like, oh my god. Her voice is so taunting already. I'm just kidding. These shows where we make fun of our wives, they're not funny. You know, it's like that's old. Like our wives are beautiful, amazing people. She's not even my wife. Hey, Tanisha, stop watching for a sec.
Yeah, right.
We don't believe in a marriage. Am I going too off track here?
No, I mean, I get you. I feel you. Actually, you'll meet Lex. My girlfriend will be at IC3 with us too, since she's going to be tabling with her first story. Her first story was that this comic was fascist.
That's sick.
And it came out great, dude.
Did she write and you drew, or?
We had actually the girl who works at the local comic book shop, Angie, drew it, and I helped Lex like basically just had the story, and I just helped her script it. Basically, you know, I just took what she had and put in a comic script.
Nice.
So I have a little credit in there, but you know, I give her all the credit for doing it. But dude, it came out gorgeous.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. And this is where Corpse Flower came from. This is she's done writing, but not like comics. So now we're doing this comic Corpse Flower together. I made this is my first little mini comic I made for it, and then Max is going to draw the book, so I'm pretty hyped.
Oh, sick! Dude, look at that. That's what you're showing earlier. I missed it.
Yeah,
you'll have those at IC3.
Yeah, we're gonna start printing and folding. You know that fun routine. Doing the slit down the middle. Yeah, so that's pretty hyped. Awesome. Yeah, we're working on a bunch of story stuff, so it's been pretty fun. T'Challa, dude, what are you doing? The cat, sorry.
T'Challa's your cat. Glorious.
Yeah, T'Challa, Sebi. He's the black one. Sebi's is hanging out with me right now. He's the chunky one I always show you pictures of.
Oh, yeah.
I love telling people that story that, like, you and me we had each other's numbers, but we didn't, like, talk the first 6 months. We just sent, like, cat pictures until we, like, had a real question.
Truly not a single word till there was, like, a real question. It was awesome. We still do it.
Yeah, we do it all the time.
I mean, it's not like our cats aren't beautiful anymore. You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah. It's the best. My girlfriend loves seeing your cats. Like, it makes her night.
Dude, they're fucking cute. I gotta say. And when they sleep in like a lump together in the bed, it's like, dude, I gotta show this to everybody.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And I think it's like something new and different. Like people aren't always trying to show you pictures of their cat. You know, it's not like a thing.
I know. I think it should be more common. Like, I mean, I only want a picture of my friends' kids if I ask for it. You know what I mean? But like, I don't
Right,
want just
yeah.
pictures of kids.
Human
You know what I
children
mean?
are disgusting.
Yeah, like I don't have any. But my cats are gorgeous, amazing creatures. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly. That's
they're
what I'm
the
saying.
best. How can you top that? Ooh, I think I'm gonna start inking this. I think. Oh, it's 7:12. I'm actually not too hard off the time. Cool. This was a little.
We're all just working away.
Yeah.
Coming over to look at Chris's, dude. That looks crazy.
Yeah, dude. I'll do some quick spotlights. Let's see here. Let's see what people are up to. Let's start with Chris Anderson over here. Dude, Chris, that's insane. Oh man, that's dope.
How much
I
you gonna
love it.
have to sell that to me for? Or can we use this? Or
I mean, this is
Yeah.
at least like 6-8 grand.
68 grand. All right.
Yeah,
I think I could do that.
68 grand.
68 grand.
Print credit. Yeah,
Action.
just pay him in. Just pay him in print credit. Eli, that's what we do. Like, John, we're doing. Oh, this is looking sick.
So,
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah, dude.
Johnny B.
Nice.
yeah, I
Love
think I
it.
probably went a little bit off model because I couldn't find, a lot of reference, but that's okay. This will be the Cosmic Cat Elseworlds.
Love it, dude. Yeah, he's gonna love that so much. Maybe if it gets done on time, we get tossed in his book. We'll see. I know he's gonna print one
Oh,
soon.
yeah.
Max, this is looking cool. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That looks
Oh
sick.
man. I love the little like the plants you got going on there.
Yeah, still got a ways to go, a lot of cleanup, but
Looking good,
Yeah.
man.
going for it.
You can
We
tell
got
that you
Eli.
tried to like use Chris's style.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to get these characters going.
I love it, dude. That's sick.
Yeah, it's dope.
Super cool.
This is my piece from last time. It's clearly in my
Yeah, dude, that's hilarious. That's so cute. Nice. And then I'm doing a little Dark Knight Returns pose for Home
nice.
Slice. Yeah. So
All right.
yeah, add some stuff to the background. I'm just gonna try to dive into inks though, and that way I can add detail. Hyped. Here we go. It's always like transitioning to the inks. I'm always like, all right, well, this is where the work starts.
Where the real piece begins to show.
Yeah, exactly. I totally forgot.
That happens when you're inking.
Yeah, right when my brush hit the page, I was like, well, that was it. Nope, still not there. Sorry. That was
All right, dude. Get it perfect. Gotta be perfect.
That's what I love about all my shows are technically live. Like, I don't, I've interviewed nearly all of you. I need to get John on the show at some point. But it's kind of interesting always doing that format. Like, we don't edit anything in our edits. It's really rare if we do. But always just like kind of winging it works really well. Like, it's kind of like that Mark Maron thing, where he was saying, He's like, I don't like prepares, you know, like, and I never prepare because if I don't prepare and I screw up, well, I didn't prepare, you know. But if I didn't prepare and I did great, well, I'm a genius, you know. So gotta give myself that. No, I prepare enough. I think it's mental
He's
preparedness
got to
that you have to do
prepare
for
a
stuff
little
like
bit,
this.
dude. Or
Do
he's
you?
always
Do you?
he
You
just
know? Yeah. Or do you
Do
think
I?
he's just good?
well, I think like he's been doing it for like 20 years or whatever now, and even before he had his
Yeah.
podcast, he was on Air America and stuff. So like,
Oh yeah.
I feel like it's pretty easy to be like, so your parents' divorce affected you negatively, and they're like, oh my god, let me get into that right now. You know, it's like he's always hitting up some sort of like something. You know, he like knows there's something that hurt you.
Everybody's motivation is pain.
You're right.
Honestly. I think Mark Bernal told me that when I had like gone through a whole life shift and everything, and like I was writing a script for him to check out, and he's like, yeah, you know, man, I know things are real tough right now, and you know, you're hurting, but all that pain turns into some damn good comics. I'm not gonna lie, this is a great script.
Yeah, it's always true, and it's also like one of those things too, like something like, you know, someone like Eminem, he wrote all these amazing songs, you know, when he was like in the worst part of his life, and now, you know, then he didn't make an album for like 30 years or 20 years, and it's like, yeah, dude's like living the life now. He doesn't have that pain that brought him his early stuff, or any like big artist, you know.
Yeah.
Tough, you know,
No, yeah.
because it truly is like pain that brings along the most creativity.
I mean that's where like Teenage Babylon and Fake Your Death came from. And I noticed as like I worked through stuff, it got harder. Like I have to like really get in the headspace to work on those stories.
Yeah.
It's also why I made the High Adventures of Weed Wizard and Bong Boy, because I was like, man, these stories are depressing. I need something like fun.
Yeah. You got to write what you know, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So I wrote about a skateboarding bong.
That's you, right? It's self-referential.
It's a little bit of me in all my characters. And so IC3 is going to have panels too going that day.
That's right.
It's going to be a busy, yeah. It's all
He's gonna have what
forward.
panels that day?
Yeah,
Like on Saturday too.
yeah.
And also portfolio reviews, which I think I'm doing some, which I'm pretty nervous
Yeah, no, that's great.
That's amazing.
Well, that's sort of like was my point when comic art fans, bought it and stuff, and got in. Well, it wasn't my point; it's their point, but I just kind of agreed with them. Is that like the indie creators that are creating now are the hit super successful sought after artists of tomorrow.
Yep.
And it's smart for editors also to go to a show like this and see who's out there and who they can bring in and help mold to do a regular book or whatever it may be.
Yeah, because you were telling me to like go to CXC. You were like, you got to check this, So, and now this IC3 is like, it's not a step down, but I mean, it's like a step, in that direction, but for like a different kind of like playing field.
Yeah. No, I was telling you to go to CXC because there are so many small press publishers there, and it's not like the booths are being run by, just like staff. It's the owners of the companies from Fantagraphics and Drawn Quarterly and and Uncivilized and Silver Sprocket, everybody is there. And so, you get a chance to, Eli as a publisher, go and commiserate, with the other owners of these publishers. And if really the the crap's going to be hitting the fan or whatever with tariffs and stuff, then it seems to me that getting everybody together in one place and having a conversation to see how to shift would be a wise thing just for the industry. It's not as if like the different publishers, they all have their own elements and taste and things like that. It's not as if they're all competing with each other. There's definitely plenty of books and talent and things to go around, so it just makes sense to have that conversation all together and figure stuff out as a group.
Right. Absolutely, dude. Well said. And Diamond's coming up here, and how can we all come out of this better, not worse?
Yeah.
Yeah, share information,
sharing the groove, dude.
And more comic readers are good for everybody across the board.
Agreed.
You know what I mean?
And that comes by introducing, your classic Spider-Man lover to something like, Max Flowers' book, and almost to a point even more so than Love and Rockets or something. It's like what started it all, but that's not now.
Yeah,
that's true. I'm not trying to say any bullshit about Love and Rockets. It's amazing and inspired all of us. But like, what is up now? Like, who are the new Los Bros Hernandez or the new Chris Ware, the new these guys?
And like kids my age are spending buttloads of money buying manga.
Oh yeah.
It's just not there for American style Western comics or European comics either. Although Europe's a little better than America in terms of their appreciation of comics, but
yeah, but it can be.
Yeah, it can be.
It can be. It's a discussion, and that's why I think that publishers getting together and I think this is just me riffing, but I think that some sort of promotional industry-wide promotional campaign would be a very wise thing for publishers to band together and make a push to get things out more into the public and try to make things more accessible to new readers instead of just putting stuff out and hoping the readers come to them,
Well, and we need to appeal to, I don't mean appeal like have our content appeal, but I mean we need to appeal like you would like the government to places like Barnes and Noble or these bigger bookstores to be like, how can we get these independent artists in there, because that's where people are buying their books, or how can we get distribution beyond the comic shop.
Oh, yeah.
Or even talk to USPS about shipping rates. You know, like comics are explicitly excluded from stuff because of the past and whatever, and it hasn't been updated in 70 years.
There is a new printed media option. I noticed when I'm shipping on stamps.com, there's a printed media option, and I haven't looked into it. So there's something, but I'm sure the FIC is about to get rid of it. Sorry, I keep referencing him, but
dude, yeah, it's crazy how much of a struggle comics are just to make these books still and make it economical.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think that's the hardest part. Is just economical comics is impossible right now.
Being able to complain about the cost of paper is such a niche thing, It really is so expensive.
Oh yeah,
prohibitively.
I mean, I think that's one of like the biggest like things we try to combat, like with CWS, is like working with prices of, you know, not just paper, but like our machines and maintenance and stuff like that too. Is it's wild what like manufacturing really is. I think that's what I've learned the most about working here is it's manufacturing, and that's there's so many things down the line to take in consideration and work through. It's I wouldn't have ever thought of when I signed up for all this.
Yeah. There's a lot involved. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting time. I'll tell you, because I think most of the paper that even places get comes from not here, and I think that most of I read that they haven't built a paper mill in the U.S. in like 30 years or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, and there's just so many paper that isn't available here. So you know, it's you do have to get it from different sources and things like that. And if all that's going to shut down, then what are you supposed to do? You know?
Yep.
Dude, Chris, how's the wind at your place? I feel like my office is about to blow down.
It's not terrible here.
Yeah.
Yeah, how is it where you're at right now? Chris gave us a little update earlier, but
Oh, it's been kind of crazy, dude. I mean,
still.
there was like, well, I mean, you know, more during the Palisades fire and stuff, but there was like a huge mushroom cloud out the back window of our place for days.
I mean, I was checking your place out, and it was like the evacuation order was a block away from you.
It was across the street. Yeah, it was like,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was. We were packed and ready. My cousin, who's just up the street, I mean, he was out of his house for like 2 weeks.
Jeez.
Yeah, and then, like I keep telling the story. I didn't have it as bad as so many people, you know. But you know, we packed the car, and then there was all these warnings of looting in our zone. So then we would have the car packed during the day, and then we'd unpack it at night.
Oh my god!
And then, yeah, it was crazy, man. But
that's for
we got out. We got out safe, and you know, it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, that's still a lot. It's just I mean life in general right now is hard. So I mean just having to add equations like that into everything, like I'm so sorry. Like it's just fucking
and
wild.
then as soon as we're like think we're good, then it's like another fire grew like 8 acres last night up by the Getty Center and stuff, and we're like, what the hell's going on? You know?
Oh really? There's one there too now?
Yeah. I was like in North Hollywood eating, and then I was on my way home, and it was like 4 or 5's about, you know. And I saw just like a ton of fire trucks in front of me on the highway, and I was like, "Geez."
There he is again, telling me he's in my neighborhood, and then nothing telling me.
Not calling you. I'm not at Aqua Vista. I'm getting some multimedia stuff going here, Max Flowers.
Sorta. This is just a different marker.
Oh, I said I am over here.
Oh.
I got a foam and a stamper. Trying to get Jesse Lonergan up in this BITCH.
That's right. Anton would be all over that right now.
Oh, Anton. William Blake, of which his second issue is live on Cosmic Line now.
What?
Can't wait to get that. I'm hyped to see Anton. He's going to crash with me for a couple of nights with Eric. So
very nice.
Super hyped to have him over.
Like before or after the show,
or both actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, him and Eric. And Eric, I published his comic Outer Space. They're going to be driving up from Austin, so they're going to cruise through Virginia, crash here. We're actually going to. I'm doing an event at my comic book shop, 4 Color Fantasies, on that Wednesday. So they get here Wednesday night, and we'll be hanging out in DC on Thursday. Passing out comics and flyers, and maybe some IC3 tickets. And then we're gonna head up to Connecticut Friday, hang out Friday, and do our thing Saturday. And then on the way back, they're gonna crash because it's a dude. When I drove up here from Texas, it took me a day and a half to get out of Texas. Like it was like 10 hours just from El Paso. Yeah, it's so huge. So give them a good resting point and some good hangs. We're working on this cool little documentary for IC3. So not for IC3, but like in conjunction of it. You know what I mean? We're doing a little Apollo City Comics documentary. So pretty hyped to get all that going.
Let me know if I can help or be
Oh yeah, you're in it.
I'm in it. All
right. I haven't told you yet.
Sick. I love film stuff, man. I'm into it.
Yeah, I'm hyped. I want to make like a cool little like punk rock music documentary. Like I was watching those Blink-182 ones, the Urethra Chronicles, and then I was like, I just want to do this with comics.
Urethra Chronicles?
Yeah.
Yep.
The harder, faster, harder.
Nice.
Welcome to Blink-182.
One of my favorite funk and soul singers from back in the day is Urethra Franklin. She's so good.
Those are these. That made me do a squiggly line.
Yeah.
Dude, my cat is like passed out on me, and it's getting really hard to like do this at this point with him. Yeah, I can't move him either. He's like purring, and he's happy as hell. So. He's like my really anxious, like anxiety, autistic cat. So I like have to be gentle with him. So David Lynch died.
Yeah, that sucks.
I don't know if you guys.
Great segue.
I know, right?
Now we're all depressed.
Dude, Chris, we need to go down to the Burbank Bob's Big Boy and check out that.
So it's like I don't know, like 2 miles away from where I live, if that. And
Really?
and I had never heard that he ate there every day for lunch.
Dude, it's a legendary story that I heard from Mel Brooks. He took his meeting with Mel Brooks for the Elephant Man, because I don't know if you know, Mel Brooks produced the Elephant Man.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
What?
so like it was a movie that he wanted to make, Mel Brooks, and he wanted to meet this
insane.
kid. Yeah, and they met at that Bob's Big Boy, and he went there apparently every day at 2:30 because he wanted to
Mel
shake
Brooks.
a certain coldness. And
Mel Brooks was a big fan of Eraserhead.
Yeah, and so I think he wanted to work with him after that.
What?
Yeah,
Eraserhead
he's
is good as
uncredited.
hell.
Mel Brooks is uncredited on Elephant Man, though.
Yeah, he like even
Because
as a producer, yeah.
Yeah,
it
he
was his
felt like
production
people would.
company, I think.
Yeah, people didn't want to associate. Like he didn't want people to associate his, because he'd only done comedy,
Right.
and they didn't want people to associate that movie with him, thinking it was going to be something other than it was. So
Something funny, right? That's crazy.
That's insane, dude.
yeah. There's a documentary out right now, right? Like
About him, or
it's about Mel Brooks's stuff that he did that he produced and worked on that was not comedy that he did, in the shadows.
oh really?
You tell me about that. Yeah, I want to watch that.
What We Do in the Shadows, it's called. It's mostly about vampires, but
Also some Mel Brooks history.
Well, Mel Brooks may be a vampire. He's only like 700 years old.
that's
Dude,
true.
I know it's crazy. Every day I'm just like, I'm surprised Mel Brooks is still alive.
Like
he's
how is he the
98,
only
99.
the only living cast member from Young Frankenstein?
Right?
It's a Jewish blood, boy.
Or I guess he wasn't a cast member, but
Yeah. But,
It's not Jewish blood.
yeah.
Chosen Peeps.
Dude, that's wild, dude. Like,
Oh, what did Manny say? Mel Brooks.
it's crazy. I love Mel
Oh,
Brooks
shit.
so much. He's History of the World Part 1 is one of my favorites.
One of my favorites.
Just classics. Yeah. I give you these 15. 10,
Oi!
10 commandments.
I actually quoted that in my bar mitzvah speech.
That sounds about right.
It's amazing.
As I said, God gave us the 15 commandments and something like that.
Mel Brooks also produced Cronenberg's The Fly. I had
Yeah.
no idea.
I just read that off
What?
Manny.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't even say Manny's credit on that. I was just so shocked about that statement. I was just.
Manny's not just about RoboCop. He knows a lot of stuff. Filling in huge swaths of black is a lot of work.
Yes.
But it's the most rewarding, so satisfying.
Yeah, that's true.
It's what makes the image the image.
What are you filling it in with? I'm not watching. You got a brush?
I got a shitty, big old Sharpie.
Okay.
I have a Stabilo Boss original. We're both filling in huge barriers of black right now.
This almost sounds like Lauryn Hill, like I do.
Yeah, the StreamYard free lo-fi saves lives.
Did you guys hear about the Howard the Duck radio play from the 80s featuring Jim Belushi? Sorry, big difference. Jim Belushi as Howard the Duck?
No.
I read about it just last night. Apparently, it recently surfaced on SoundCloud. It's like a radio play.
What was it?
It's like
a
a
radio
radio
play of
play.
Howard the Duck?
Yeah. It came out before the movie.
Weird.
Kind of crazy. Jim Belushi, I mean, that's not a bad voice for it.
Oh, that's pretty sick.
Is it better than what's his name? Do you guys watch What If?
No.
Yeah, who does Howard the Duck in What If?
The same guy who did it in Guardians. Scott Evil, Gleaming the Cube.
Oh, Seth Green.
Can't hardly wait. Seth Green. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Interesting. I didn't know that.
He's married to what's her name? He's Kat Dennings' character from Thor. She married Howard the Duck, and they have this daughter who's part of the Exiles. I like the Exiles.
Wow.
Those comics were great.
That's interesting. It's super cool.
You need to bring in more.
Like, that baby aspect's kind of trippy, but hey, the Exiles is pretty cool.
Yeah, with Peggy Carter and stuff.
Yeah.
And her first comic appearance was in Exiles in the comics, which is interesting. We got 20 minutes left, y'all.
Yeah.
It's like time check on MasterChef. Or like time check, where we at, guys?
Oh, I'm not going to make it.
Oh, my cake's not going to rise.
I think I'll get there.
Dude, Chris, that's insane, dude. That's so sick. That's just awesome. All without a t-shirt.
I can make that happen, dude.
Yeah. Make a t-shirt of that.
I've been encouraging more and more creators to do their own riff on the logo when I publish their book. So we're going to have more and more like CLP logos out there.
Ooh, dude, if we do a crossover, I'll draw one. That'd be sick.
Let's do it. I found the guy who did the original poster that inspired the name Cosmic Lion.
Oh yeah.
And, he's a hyper collagist is how he classifies his art. And I sent him a bunch of Cosmic Lion comics to basically that I sacrificed to the art gods that he's cutting up and making collages of. And so I have a few t-shirt designs coming out through this t-shirt poster artist, which is going to be a really sick collab. Cosmic Lion is moving into tees heavy. 2025.
Dude, I've been wanting hoodies and shirts for so long. We've just been
Well, I
so
mean,
much to catch up
dude,
to.
just start a T Public store to start off with. Like, it costs you nothing, and they just print up what you want.
Yeah.
It's worth it to start with, you know.
If,
Yeah, for sure.
Or Brandon, you can just give me $60 and we'll have dedicated screens.
Dude, give Max $60.
I'm giving $60. $60.
I want to give Max $60 for that.
Hey,
Because you can order a bunch of these like acid wash blanks. That's what I've been looking at so much. These acid wash blanks. It looks so sick.
That's sick.
Like vintage black acid wash. Oh, I got it here.
Yeah, we just threw up our website, so we're getting things in order piece by piece right now. I'm pretty hyped. I think in the spring we want to launch some like exclusive shirts, just do them for pre-order, just kind of cycle. It'll be pretty cool. It's
Yeah,
so much, dude. It's crazy. Like, like between making books and just like organizing it, like Max and I and Alex are always bouncing between stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, that thing we meant to do 6 months ago. We're thinking about it again now.
Yeah, if we have dedicated screens, we can do clothes made to order. That way you don't have to spend a ton of money to have stock or anything like that.
Yeah, Eli, check it out. We'll do our first collab, the Apollo City Cosmic Line clothing line.
Let's do it. Fashion, yeah.
Dude, I want Chris's lion on t-shirt. That's where this all started. I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want it so
I
bad
know,
that
it's
you
great.
forgot you wanted
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a good thing because then maybe if other people are going through that same thing, they'll like order multiples and not remember.
There you go. There you go. I think we're onto something to promote comics more now too. You want it so bad you bought it twice.
Here's my watch.
I mean, I've done that before.
Yeah, me too. I was just thinking about. I guess that's what variants are basically.
One to read and one to keep.
Nice. Do you guys still like collect comics
Yeah.
as often?
Well, I think my monthlies and weeklies, I have almost fallen off completely, unfortunately. Just because I don't have time to read them, and it's been killing me.
Where do you guys store all of your comics? I'm sure you guys I have like 40 boxes of comics, and I just
Yeah,
nuts.
that's a part of it for me too. I mean, now that I'm like I have an office out of the house, the office is getting overrun, and I'm like, you know what? This is making me want to stop because
yeah.
when it was like at the house, it was like I don't know, something different than it is like this place I'm trying to do work, and so now it's like, okay, I need to hit back. I have 2 short boxes again of comics that I haven't read yet, and I'm like, all right, I need to like stop until I can read some of this. There's nothing wrong with that, and nothing wrong with getting a trade or something, you know?
No, yeah. I'm trying to convert things to trades more. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. And honestly, you know what? I've kind of been doing that with publishing too, because people are like, should we do issues? Should we do?
yeah.
I'm like, you know what? If we could do the trade, and it's a bigger bang for the buck for the consumer, but then also it's a little bit easier for us and you. Maybe that's
Storage wise too, dude. Especially promoting books at a show, like.
I know, yeah.
Man, it's hard to have all 5 issues up with someone as they reach issue 6 to like.
You got to do the
Into
Dave
trade.
Baker technique where he'll put out like his issues are perfect bound, like 64-page books.
Right.
So it's almost like half a trade.
Yeah, we are doing that with some for sure. Like especially Space Knights. And like
Oh yeah.
yeah. Fourth Dimensional, he does the issue, but we do like 100, 200 print run. It's just for shows, and then the big trade of it is what we distribute.
Love that. Yeah, I'm doing. We didn't intentionally do it this way, but it's going to be that way. But Fake Your Death is going to be a trade right off the bat, and then I think we're just going to do the whole story because it's just. It kind of works out for the artist on it too, and her the way she works. So she'll say, "Well, we're going to do it this way anyways. We might as well just invest and just make our lives." It seems like it'll make our lives easier. Just going to take longer.
This isn't going to be your standard bullet, Eli, because I didn't plan for it, so it's just not.
Don't have the full. That's all right. That could overlap the circle. We could have it overlapping.
No, because I'm about to put letters on it too.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
It's just going to be different.
Okay, sweet.
Or if you really wanted to do it, you can just pluck the face out and do your own circle. Take the lettering out.
Okay.
Manny says, as I get older, I find it hard to keep track of every storyline I read from month to month. Booby, stop it! My cat's attacking me as I'm trying to click these comments. Take my pen, then, fucker. Oh my god, she's got my pen. I either read a trade, or let 3 issues stack up and read. Dude, I was doing the same thing. I was just waiting for the storyline to come out, and then I'd read it all at once, basically, or it's like good chunks. Booby. My cat is like, stop my pen. Yeah, especially with like Marvel DC books, I find it easier just to read the trade. I kind of just read like Tom King stuff in general, so it kind of works out that way.
Oops.
Full focus mode.
Oh. I just got this box of Uniball Signo pens, the white ones, like the white gel ones.
Ooh.
But I accidentally got the Japanese import pens, so I don't know if they're any different or better. But it'd be cool to find out.
Be a lot cooler if you did.
They feel nicer.
Jeez, I ran out of room.
Even
But that's okay.
Oh wow, nice. Oh yeah.
Always plan out your lettering. Or don't.
You want a really cool lettering tool? Is this guy.
Ooh.
This thing.
Whoa.
Yeah, what does that do?
It's a ruling pen, so it's what they used to make ruled paper with.
Yeah.
But it's not like the American ones where it's just like a little tip. It's also how they used to do the the borders for Marvel comics.
Yeah, I got the American one.
Yeah, but this one's got a huge chisel tip on it.
Oh wow.
And then you can adjust the distance, but when you write with it, it like splatters like crazy, like a really messed up dip pen.
Oh cool.
Yeah, it's a really fun one to mess around with for like sound effects or for big letters or whatever you want, really.
This is the funnest thing about drawing is like just messing with tools.
Yeah. Because sometimes, especially like on a stream like this, you might feel like you got to a certain point, and maybe this is just me talking, but and then it's like, what else do I do to this piece? And then you start breaking out these other tools, and you start using all this
Yeah.
stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, I have like, I got a bunch of tools for Christmas, so I'm just like excited. I would try to use one different for every stream or drawing right now.
Little splat.
I think something I need to learn how to do more is like just add more blacks to everything. Like I feel like I'm very hesitant on like adding more sometimes.
You know, I was 1,000% that way. I had a hard time blacking stuff in because I didn't want to cover up the pretty lines that I did.
Yeah, right.
But
And
it really does. It's really important to learn. I almost spilled my coffee on this. It's really important to learn how to balance the image out, especially if you're working in black and white, and to learn how to push and pull things forward with that color balance.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. It's been interesting. Like, I don't know. I think that's the biggest thing I'm trying to like push forward to. We do so much black and white on this show too. Definitely getting better, but it's I'm always seeing that extra spot where I'm like, oh, I should just add more. Like, I'd be afraid of that. Like all of this could just be black, TBH. There's no reason for it to be white. Dang, these 2 hours, I'm not gonna lie, like really flew by. This was like a intense challenge. Like typically I could, maybe prep some pencils or premeditate, something I want to do a little bit. So there's still pressure, but there's not like too much pressure. And then doing this like in the moment, like, all right, well, we're gonna do it. And for a character, like I really don't know that well. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm super hyped to get a copy of Pharaoh Star now, and show this off next to it. It's pretty cool. It looks so dope, and dude, everything you just said about it, like I was already super attracted just from what I've seen online. But everything you described is right up my alley, so I'm hyped to read it, dude.
Yeah, it's an awesome book, man.
John, you'll be at IC3, right? John Burkett.
That looks fantastic.
Yeah.
That might be a pinup in the next book.
Oh, thanks, dude. I'll color it and everything. Let's see what I can do. I still have a long ways to go. Like I'm not happy with it yet. There's a lot to do. Well, I'm super hyped to show. I've never done this for anybody's stuff either, so pretty rough. Have I? I don't think so. No. But I'm a big fan of the heavy metal movies, so like all this stuff is just 100% my shit. I was a fan of the movie before the comic. I mean, the magazine in general. That was my gateway to so much. Was that movie?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I saw the movie until like way later.
My dad showed me a lot of stuff when I was really young that I don't know it was 100%. For elementary school kids. But like literally like all that stuff, it all makes sense to me now why like why like stuff doesn't offend me, and why like this dragon stuff is real cool to me, because like I grew up with like Motley Crue and Aerosmith and Judas Priest and Kiss documentaries and heavy metal, and so then whenever I'd see boobs or like like, why is this dude dressed like a girl, he'd just be like, it's rock and roll. And so like the answer to everything to me that was like wild was like, oh, I guess it's just rock and roll. And so it made sense. That was just the explanation.
Rock and roll, baby.
Yeah, that's how you find acceptance in the world. Just realize it's rock and roll. It's all good. Because you should never trust someone who doesn't like rock and roll.
It's the devil's music.
Exactly.
Oh, we still got like a solid 10 minutes. Yeah. general.
I might have to bounce out right at 5 here, dudes, as I got this concert
Oh,
tonight.
for sure.
But
Oh yeah, dude, have fun. I'm so hyped for you.
yeah, dude, it's gonna be sick.
That sounds sick.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. All right, I just put some last touches on the old piece here, and yeah, I think I got a jet.
Cool.
All right,
All right,
cool.
I'm
Eli.
done. Boom.
All right,
is
let's do
done.
some quick spotlights. Let's do
All
some
right.
quick spotlights then. We'll just wrap up right now. Let's check out Eli real quick so we could dip out. Dude, Bubbles, amazing, dude. So much fun.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
The luggage bag is awesome.
got some
Yeah.
got some tentacles coming out of there. I use this thing for my stamp, and then just this thing.
For that texture in the back.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Nice.
Nice. Love it, dude.
Crazy,
Let's check
dude.
out Eli, thank you so much. Do you want to do any quick announcements before you dip out?
Just to check out Cosmic Lion Productions till still in Diamond until said otherwise, and CosmicLionProductions.com. Cosmic Lion Productions on Instagram. Tons of new books. We'll be at IC3. I'm also doing some portfolio reviews there. So if you're interested in the independent publisher aspect, I'd love to do that and to work with you on something. And that's it. Yeah, hope you enjoyed.
Awesome. Love it, Eli. Thank you so much. We'll talk soon, dude.
All right, later on, y'all.
Later. We got Chris Anderson, dude. That is dope. That is. We need that as a poster, as a
Hey, Eli.
T-shirt. Man, that's
Hey.
great.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's a monster lion, man.
Yeah, man. Killer work. I just love it. Damn. All right, Max. Ooh.
Hell
So
yeah.
sick, dude. So
Bollywood Mobius sci-fi adventure story.
There you go. You got it.
sick. Yeah,
It's
man.
dope. It's
That's
very
dope.
cool.
I love it. I love it so much. Max, real fast, Chris, before I move on to Max, do you have any quick shout outs or announcements you want to give real quick?
Yeah, you can go just like most of the stuff that I got out there. You can go to chrisandersoncomics.com and you'll get links to my YouTube channel and my Patreon and all that stuff. Check out Three-Headed Pigman. Check out a bunch of my other books. And that's it.
Love it. Super love it. Awesome. I can't wait to just get more of your stuff in my hands. Max, any quick shout outs real fast?
Yeah, you can check out Bubbles at lesserknowncomics.com. I'm trying to fish out my copy.
I don't got one near me.
Neon horror story based on real life events, but a little fictionalized. But and you can also get the Process zine on lesserknowncomics.com. And stay tuned. I have a new book coming out with Nathan Price of Pork Chop Express. That's what this painting is over here. I'm doing the cover, and that'll be coming out in conjunction with Apollo roughly in March sometime. So stay tuned for that.
Nice. We have a lot of stuff coming out in March. Thanks, Max. I love it. John, dude, Rick is gonna love that. Rick is gonna be so upset when he realizes he didn't look at the time switch.
Oh.
I know he's gonna.
Yeah, I've still got a little bit to go. I hope you guys can still hear me. I feel like I'm getting the evening internet connection right now, so things are a little choppy.
Sounds great.
Okay. But yeah, I'll keep working on this, and maybe Rick will be interested in putting this in his next book. We'll see.
Man,
dope.
how great, dude!
Yeah,
That's so sick.
I'm going to be at Fan Expo Portland Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So tomorrow, if anyone's in the Portland, Oregon area. Other than that, my commissions are open. If anyone is looking for a pinup or a commission from me, and all that info is on my social media. And this is the latest book. Red All Star #1, Cosmic Lion Productions. Of course, it's in shadow because there we go. Inglorious
yeah.
black and white, as it should be.
Love it, dude.
But
I'm
anyway,
so excited for that even more.
That's what I got going on.
Hype, man. Well, this is mine. My drawing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back through the. Yeah, I was gonna have to go back through and watch this on YouTube because I've only had this phone. I've been able to see what you guys have been doing. So I've only got the one,
dude.
one camera.
Love it, dude. I can't wait to finish this up and show it to you. I'll probably just give you the original at IC3. That'd be great. Be super sick.
That looks
But yeah.
fantastic. That's great.
Oh yeah. Well, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I can't wait to hang out in a couple weeks. It's going to be a blast. I can't wait to just so excited to see you guys. It's going to be so cool. So thank you for hanging tonight, and thank you for all that you do. Great convos with you guys, and everyone watching, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to tune in every Thursday night, where we're going to be drawing with IC3 creators. And every single week we have like the coolest group of people, and we're gonna be surprising you with, dude, next week we have Tony McMillan and our friend Colin. We're gonna be doing this wild Fantastic Four Godzilla stuff, so who knows, it's gonna be wild. Super excited. And so don't forget to check out the links below for the new Comix Wellspring Blue Line paper. Our creators are gonna be getting some samples at IC3 so they can tell you how much they enjoyed as well. And as always, thanks for hanging. Stay inspired and stay creative.
Awesome.